Every day that we rise is another day granted to take charge of the seeds that we've planted. We wake up on purpose, with purpose, filled with purpose. And at times we lose sight. We lose sight of where we are, what we are, why we are, how we are, and who we are, because we're out of alignment. It happens. With the 90-day journey to mindfulness, you wake up and command your day. By meditating, checking your mood, setting your intention with an AM affirmation and a morning statement of gratitude. By the end of the day, you'll repeat your AM practice and go deeper into your psyche, deeper into your patterns of behavior, your moods, the way that you do things, how they affect you, how are they affecting other people. This is about self-improvement. This is about self-awareness. This is about self-development. This is about taking control so those who come behind you won't have to go through the things that you went through. Don't you wish someone gave you a manual based on your lineage? Well, I'm Lulueyelove, and this is just the start. I have so much to say, so follow me on all social platforms, but overall, purchase the 90 Day Journey to Mindfulness. It's life-changing. Oh, yeah. All right, so we're starting with Capricorn. What is the primary lesson for Capricorn for the year 2022? Cards. All right, so it looks like we got the Queen of Swords in reverse and the Knight of Cups in reverse for Capricorn for their primary lesson of 2022. And it looks like they'll be not in their full element. They may be overly emotional. I did pick that up in some of the readings too. They may be overly emotional, easy to influence, not really taking their own advice. And there may be a huge lesson in this, right? So their primary, this is their primary lesson, but overall, this is pulling them out of their ego. Because wherever it is that Capricorn is cold-hearted or feeling as though they have blocked things out or blocked people out, this is coming to a forefront here with this Queen of Swords. They have to use more of their intuition, more of their logic when it comes to their emotions, right? Because I think they emote a lot. Now, with the Knight of Cups in reverse, they may be in a lot of Piscean energy. Now, I'm not saying that the Knight of Cups is Piscean, but I feel like this is Piscean. Like their imagination may be overactive. They may have unrealistic, that's what's pushing them into being over emotional, because they're going to realize that they had unrealistic expectations for certain things. Like this is releasing control. This is releasing those parts of them that they probably should have released in 2022. It's coming to a forefront. I mean, 2020 is coming to a forefront, coming to the forefront of their awareness in 2022. Okay. They may have a lot of delays because of their resistance to change, their resistance to let parts of it, how they identify with others, right? This is self-identity overall, but that's the breaking of the ego. So they're going through a huge expansion, ascension and spiritual expansion next year. So this is going to be huge for them. There's going to be a lot of indecision. They may even come off as very much moody next year. They may be very clingy next year, and they have to figure it out instead of just feeling like everyone is against them or everyone has some type of vendetta against them in next year. When it comes to releasing of the ego, for them, I feel like the biggest part is maybe I feel like it may be the connection to the womb. A lot of whoever is going through this in 2022, maybe people who are still connected to the womb. They are heavily connected to the matriarch or the mother. They are heavily, they go in, the space that they go into is no longer there, right? Like you can't go back into the womb, right? You can bundle up in some kind of heat blanket and feel like you in the womb, and I don't know, and turn off the lights and darken the curtains. But overall, I really feel like they're going to realize that a lot of what they need to do is within them. Like whoever this is, they will be in a space where they have to push through
and deal with a lot of emotions from the past that are rearing their ugly head, right? They may have put themselves into their work or put themselves into some type of activity or hobby to keep from having to deal with this, and now they have to deal with it. All right. What will be the impact of this lesson? What will be the impact of this lesson? They'll become, they'll move into their Queen of Cups. Ain't that something? They'll learn to use their intuition more because of that Queen of Swords in reverse. We got the Queen of Cups and the Hierophant in reverse. So now their personal beliefs are being challenged. The structure that they were brought up in is being challenged, right? Their traditional beliefs are being challenged. This is them being freed from the challenging, this is freedom from challenging like the status quo or something like that. It's like they're realizing that things happen in a divine order. They are realizing that certain things have to happen or certain things have to take place. Because I feel like many of them may even be grieving, doing a lot of grieving, but not expressing it. And not only are they not expressing it to like a confidant, they're not expressing it to themselves. They're pushing it down, which is causing health problems and health issues. So they want to be mindful of that. This may be digestive issues. This may be something to do with the womb. This may be something to do even with the heart. I feel like they're going to be more emotionally stable, but after they make it through this journey of the soul. Okay. And they're going through whatever this is, they are releasing so much and realizing so much about how this truly works. Everything isn't like whoever this is, they feel like everything is practical. Even though they may listen to these types of things and be into metaphysics, there's still a part of them that is structured in the matrix or structured in conditioning that things are, this is how it's always been and this is how it is. Regardless of all of this, I create my reality and this, and you do all that and then God show you like, okay, you got plans, I got other plans, right? So, right. Okay, hold on now. All right. So what challenges will arise as a result of their 2022 lesson? What challenges will arise? And the challenge ain't nothing but room for a person to grow. All right. So we have the challenge. Okay. The challenge is going to be the Six of Pentacles, the Star in reverse, and the Four of Cups. So the challenges that will arise for them throughout this year is being able to give and receive and really balance that out and not just be me, and this is how it goes. And, being more of a dictator when it comes to your friends and family, when it comes to your environment. It's going to be more of a, sharing the wealth, being generous, being more generous, but doing it in a way that it's balanced, right? The thing is, with this Star in reverse, they're going to have this disconnection with themselves. They're going to really like, I feel like a lot of them have an out of body experience. When we sleep or go into these meditative states, we go through mystery schools. So I feel like a lot of them are going through a mystery school. This is where you are initiated into higher levels of understanding, speaking, thinking, doing, right? It's like a jack of spades. So when they go into this initiation of sorts, they're going to disconnect with the self that they're finally going to disconnect with that self that they were so holding on to, right? You know how people have arrested development. I feel like a lot of people are there's going to be huge breakthroughs for people with Capricorn in their chart. Major placements with I guess it would be different aspects, like where is it in your chart and how is it affecting you in that year? At any rate, let's not go deep into that. I also feel that they will be in this space with this Four of Cups where they'll go into this deep reevaluation. It's like, when we die, they say that we go and look over our life, right? It's reevaluating our entire existence. And I feel like the mystery school that they are going through is really going to reveal a lot of things to them that they had. I'm telling you that whatever it is that they had put on the back burner, whatever it is that they felt as though, I healed from that. You know how we always feel like, I healed from that, like keep living, bitch. So it's like they're realizing that, a lot of the things where they've hurt people, I feel like there's a settling of the score in 2022. Even if they cannot speak to the people that they have hurt or to speak to the people that they have had bad exchanges with, they're going to realize that even just apologizing to yourself and then apologizing to the person is going to do a lot of healing for them. So I really feel like Capricorns are going through a major shift. Okay, I whistle like I got fake teeth right there. They're going through a major shift in the year of 2022. All right, now let's see here. So that's the result. These are the challenges that will arise, that they will have to retreat from their regular way of doing things so that they can do this reevaluation. They'll go into this space where they have lack of faith and despair. And that's what happens sometimes. Sometimes you go down deep into the shadow work in order to realize that no matter what breaks down on the outside of you, as long as you realize your faith and re-strengthen your faith, there is no need for you to be in despair. There's no need for you to give up on yourself or other people. But overall, don't give up on the Most High, right? They'll really realize that, that balance and that give and take is very, very important for them. All right, let me ask this one last question and we're going to move to the next sign. Really quick, y'all. I did the signs according to where we are now. So it'll be Capricorn and then however, Aquarius, Pisces, like that. Just go through the chart like that. So it wouldn't be any confusion. All right, so how can Capricorn thrive in 2022? What will they learn about themselves by the end of 2022, please? And thank you. 3 of Cups. They're going to learn how to say no. Hold on, y'all. All right, so the way that they can thrive in 2022 is learning to take time out for themselves and with themselves, with the 3 of Cups in reverse. Stop losing themselves in certain types of partnerships or relationships here. Learning how to say no, learning when to say no, but also on the flip side, learning when to say yes and how to say yes, and making sure that they're not saying it from a space that is a triggering space. Like if someone asks you for something, you want to ask more questions. If someone needs you to do something and you want to be very straightforward with your yes or your no, right? But you also want to be in a space where you are not saying no to someone that was sent in your life to doubly bless you. That happens sometimes. We tell the wrong person no, and they were sent in our life as an earth angel, as an assistant in a short span of time. But by saying no, then that closes the door of opportunity. So we want to be very mindful of that, Capricorn. Now, they also are learning about themselves to let things go with the World card. They're learning to let things go, travel more, get out more, because they've been so like some of them may even have issues with their joints in their body. Okay, so some of them may have issues with their joints, but they're learning how to create the perfect balance and harmony in their life, and also letting things go. This is a completion. This is a new beginning. So you have to let things, in order for a new beginning to happen, you have to let things go, right? So this is their major, this is what they will learn about themselves by the end of the year. Knowing that they are independent of their partnerships, right? Relationships or what have you, to stop losing themselves in the crowd or in the rat race, being trying to keep up this status thing, because just because your sign says that you're supposed to do this and that, or just because you were raised a certain way to do things or see things or view things, you are whole, separate, and unique in your own way. So that's a realization that they are going through in the year 2022. All right. Next up, we got Aquarius.